Hey guys, how y'all doing? Okay, I'm just getting some light in here. It has it's one of those dreary days, so just want to make sure that I've like. Oh, you know what else I wanted to do? I thought I brought my iPad down here. Crap on a cracker. Maybe I can pull it up on here. Just like to see what it looks like. See what I look like on the other. Who's watching me today? Do you know that AdBlock has blocked 2,527 ads for me? All right. Go Google. See if I can go to Facebook. Facebook. I'm just trying to get to the group. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, 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 ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, bum, bum. I do see me. Now, let's just hope that I don't muck me up. I turn the volume down. See if I can put on, what is that? Oh, here we are. Oh, hello, Flipside. Virginia, how was Chattanooga? The Mary Guess, I think, that you met there. She said she really enjoyed it. Hi, Virginia. Hello, Arlene. So I'm looking over at my computer. I'm just going to do this so I don't look like I'm, looking over in La La Land here. Yeah, we are, if I can do this, just going to see if I can make me big. Okay, I think I can. Hi, Keiko. There, Claudia's back. Mary. It was nice. Yes, we had several classes there together. Oh, nice. Okay, so today we're doing the sled. I love this little sled. It's so cute. Did you all see Chris's new brushes? I just can't. She's already sent them to me, so hopefully I'll get them soon because they are just look like they're going to be so much fun and I'm going to absolutely love them. I just know it. The new sled that I did, where is it? This is it here. Isn't it cute? I just love this little sled. The kit does come with everything here, but I also am just selling the wood kit, which comes like this. The main sled piece. And these are the runners, believe it or not. These little tiny coffee stir sticks, I think they are, make the absolute perfect runners. Like, I just think these are fabulous. So anyway, yeah. So you can just purchase the wood kit too. And I will be putting the wood, more wood-only pieces up. So previous ones, I'm going to be putting just more wood kits up online, so you can just order the wood kits from me. What else did I want to tell you? If you ordered more than one, which a lot of people did, of this little sled ornament, I will give you different decoupage papers for them, different Santas or whatever for them, so that they're not all, all the ones that you make are not all the same. What else am I going to talk about? I think I had a list, and unfortunately I put the list in my mind, so of course that's the end of that list. Should never do that. It's scary stuff. I think let's get started on this sled because I think it's going to take a little bit longer. Oh, Anne Marie. Okay, I love Anne Marie. Sandy McTeer, Sandy LaFleur, Kathy McAllister. You guys should put a few things up that you did in the group. That would be great to see. I am turning this. Do it now. I get higher so we can see the whole sled. Hope everybody got their kit. I tried to send them. Sent them everybody's last Monday. So everybody should have gotten them. Just want to make sure that I have... Oh, come here, you. I missed chat again. You did miss chat again, Pam. So I am going to base coat this with Savannah. This is folk art. It's called Savannah. Now, not everybody has Savannah, I know. So I was trying to find one that went with it. I just want to look at something because I might have found one that works a little bit better. Chocolate. Oops, come here, you. Dark chocolate. Oh, this is it. So, but I think this is too light. I was wondering if Mississippi mud, but Mississippi mud is darker. See? And then I was wondering about khaki tan too. Let me just get khaki tan. These are just a few, right, that might work. Burlap. Cocoa, cinnamon sticks. Where's khaki tan? Million cocos. Oh, here it is. Okay. How's khaki tan comparatively? Anyway, I'm going to show you what they look like. So this is Savannah. This is Fawn. And this is khaki tan. So Fawn is much closer. Just add just a very tiny amount of maybe raw sienna to it. It just warms it up. So you can see the color difference. This is too brown. This is much creamier. So I would use Fawn and just, if you want, add a little bit of, just a tad of raw sienna to it. But we're going to use Savannah today. It's a beautiful brown. And I'm going to roll it on just because I really like rolling them on. I'm going to load my roller up and make sure that you really work it into the roller well. You don't want blobs on it. And if you find you have too much or it's really blobby, just put it on a piece of, go over, just really lightly over a piece of paper towel, and it'll just take that excess away and even it out. But I'm going to use this Savannah. How's everybody? You were able to get Savannah? Oh, good. All my debate projects were gifts so far. You have done so many, ladies. I'm going to have a, when I give away the brushes, I think I'm going to get everyone to post all the things that they've done of mine and pick from those who wins the brushes. So this is the brown of the sled. And again, it's called Savannah. I'm going to dry it off. Oh, I tell you ladies, do not break your foot. It is a pain in the little Biharski. It really is. And I've been just horribly bad. Wasn't supposed to walk on it, put it on, supposed to wear it to bed, wear it in the shower. That didn't even last one day, I gotta say. Not even one day did that last. There was absolutely no way I was doing all that. I think I wrecked the lighting. How did I wreck the lighting? Yeah, it's awful. I spend so much time. Oh, I know what's wrong. I spend so much time just hobbling around, and I keep kicking my left foot with my right foot, the one that's hobbled. You know, the one that's hobbled. We nurses hate non-compliant patients. You would hate me. But I did tell my doctor, I said, I can't do this. 72, walking around on crutches? Yeah, that's not happening. So he was trying to be nice and understanding about it. So I was just walking around on my foot, but I gotta say, it actually hurt. So I had to start wearing the boot again. I'm gonna do one more coat. Make me feel good. The I'm doing 2 more. I should have them both done this weekend. And then I do have the kits totally made up for 2 of them. So they'll be easy to ship out. Yeah, so they'll all go out next week. I can't remember what I was gonna say. I honestly cannot remember what I was gonna say. Anybody want to come and fix my brain? So I was over at Deb Aunt Nick's today, right? Because I had to order a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted. And all these new projects I was doing, and I needed wood pieces. So I was over there today, and she gave me... Where the heck is it? I just used it. I'll look for it as we talk. Ah! I wanted to use it for this piece. Where is it? She gave me I was literally just using it. Let's put down here. Huh. Darn, I want to show you. I'll find it. You know, it took me 3.5 hours to organize my paint. So I got one of those paint racks, you know, that hold all your paint, the ones that you see in stores. So I was able to grab one of them when one of our stores went out of business. It took me 3.5 hours to organize all my paints on it. And that was just the acrylic. So I didn't have room for any of my New Earth ones, my new love series, none of my chalk paints. So I had to do those too. Just took me hours. If it didn't take me so long, I would have had the other project done for today. Okay, so here we are. Here is Wizard. Here is Wizard. I'm looking at Deanna's thing. You need to see the Wizard. So this is Savannah. I want to give it just a really light sanding. And I'm actually going to sand it right over this piece. I'm going to sand it right over this piece of wax paper. And again, I'm not putting really any pressure on it. I'm just going over it really softly. And I'm using my 320 grit. Yeah, I need something to fix my brain. Hi, Rhonda. Did everybody get their order that I shipped out last week? See, this is where I want the new thing that she gave me. Dang diddy dang dang. Where is it? Da, da, da. I'll entertain you by singing while I see if I can find it. I didn't even remove it from my desk. Well, obviously I did because I can't find it. I guess I don't use it. Okay. So I did, you can see I've done this really lightly. And I'm going to go around, just around the outside. Oh, here it is. It was under the wax paper. So she gave me this file so that I can, do the edges and stuff. And I was going, oh, where did you get that? So I've been looking for these. Anyway, if anybody gets, do you get your nails done? Your acrylic nails or whatever? She got this from where she gets her nail done. The lady ordered a bunch for her, so she gave me one. These are fabulous. So if you're ever looking for these, ask your little nail lady. I never do it. I'm always afraid that if I do it, that I'm going to get flesh-eating disease or something. It's like something that would happen to me. But apparently these last forever. I guess because they do acrylic nails. That's what they use to file. They use these. But I was using this a little bit earlier when I was doing one of the other projects. And I just love it. So I'm watching myself also on my computer just so that I can make sure I stay on screen and everything. And it keeps flicking. Hi, all from Florida. Here in Florida. How's Florida? Is it good? We were just watching the Stanley Cups from Sunrise, Florida. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Deanna. So there, so this first part is done. I'm going to take this. Throw it in there. Now we're going to wax it. So I reorganized my whole... Oh, I was going to ask you guys, so Is it flicking? Every once in a while does it flick and then the lighting seems to change and then a minute later it flicks again, and or is it just me? Just might be the screen that I'm watching it on. Now I'm not putting too much on because I don't want too much to come off when I scrape it. So this is called Whispering Wheat. So that's Whispering Wheat. Let's see. Do I have desert sand? This is bleach sand. And this is too light. See? Way too light. This is desert sand. And then antique white. Let's see which one is closest for you. So antique white is the closest. Almost looks identical. So if you don't have Whispering Wheat chalk paint, you can use antique white decor. I want to use that. So now I'm taking these off. And I'm going to roll this on too. I had to go down and buy all new rollers. I have none left. And I'm not going to roll it on really thick. Put that over there so I don't wreck it. So is it flicking? That happens on Chrome. If it gets to be too much, I switch to Safari. Is it, can you guys see it, flicking, or is it just me? Never seen it flick like that before. Just where I'm watching it, I'm thinking. Okay, I'm gonna dry this off. Not here, yeah, I think it's just where I'm watching it. So we waxed it, and now we're going to scrape this off. So this is Whispering Wheat again. If you don't have Whispering Wheat, try antique white. I'm trying to remember what I put in the file on the instructions. If I put Whispering Wheat or if I put desert sand. Let's just take a look. But I would use antique white. It's so much closer to the actual color. But you can see how I did it. I didn't go crazy. Didn't make sure that it was all perfectly covered. You can see some of the background through this too. You put Whispering Wheat. But I put a substitute for Whispering Wheat, didn't I? I'm sure I put a substitute. Does it make a difference if you dry it or let it dry on its own? The heat of the dryer does melt the wax a bit, and I kind of like that. But it doesn't really matter. But I like it that it melts the wax a little bit, because it scrapes off a little bit different than if you... Oh, I put sand. Or one says sand, desert sand. Yeah, so desert sand I think is too light. I would use antique white. But I'll put a note of that up in the group after the class to use antique white instead. I just think it's a better choice. Okay. I'm going to take my handy dandy little scraper. See if this one will work. Now, I don't want to take too much off. So if I really go on the chiseled edge, it's going to get really chunky and clunky looking, and I just want it very lightly. So I'm going to lay it down more on, a little flatter, and just start. And I'm really just going to do it lightly because I don't want, I just don't want big chunks of it out. I just want it to look worn. You can also, a lot of times, you can just sand it. See what happens if we just sand it. So when you just sand it, it kind of looks more like this, which I actually like. So I think I'm going to sand it instead. I might actually come back and do a little bit with the chisel or the paint scraper, but I think I'm just going to try this for now because I like this look. See, I like this look. And that's what I did on my other one. It's just a really nice, soft, worn kind of look. Instead of, you can get too rusticy where you take a whole lot off. I like this look. And you can go a little bit this way too, if you like. Okay, so this is perfect. I love the look of this. Now I use this one is just a 320 grit. It's not too much. But there, doesn't that look good? Just like that. That looks just like it's really worn. Does all chalk paint smell? Well, it has a I have to hold it right up to my nose to smell it. Does yours smell, Kathleen? I don't think it's supposed to smell horrible, but I can barely smell it. So maybe you just got a funny batch or something? Yeah, I like the sanded part too, Kathleen. Oh, actually, I almost threw that away, but I'm not going to because I did these things exactly the same way. So I'm going to just come over here. I'm going to paint these ones. Where's just a little brush? I'm going to just pick up my Savannah. You know the little sled ornament that I did? There is 5 coats of paint, 5 different colors of paint on that. Won't that be fun, ladies? There's black, burnt umber, raw sienna, because I wanted it to look rusty. And then I put heritage brick over it. And then I dry brushed with a little bit of celery green. Lots on it. And then it splattered too, because, God forbid I should not splatter. So again, this is Savannah. We're doing the rails. They're not called rails. I'm trying to think of what these are called. pieces that would hold the sleigh together. Top slats. So they're done in Savannah too. Oops, I'm up here. Nope, the runners are the bottom. Yeah, that's what I think. Deb, what was the height of the sled again? Missed what you said at the beginning. This big one that I'm doing, I believe it was 15 inches. I'll double check. I can't remember now. Huh, where did you get it from, Kathleen? That's weird. Sounds like it's spoiled. You really shouldn't be able to smell it like that. Anybody else have that when your paint smells really bad? I'm gonna put just a little bit more on here. Yeah, that's weird. Walmart. Oh, I would take it back to Walmart and say you tried to use it, but the paint is spoiled. And if they look at you like, how do you know it's spoiled? Say, I'm an artist. But I would take it back to Walmart. I mean, it's Walmart. You see the things that people do at Walmart. Yeah, I don't think our Walmarts are as crazy as your Walmarts. We see things on YouTube and that of Walmart in the, yes, paint can spoil. Walmart in the States that you kind of go, oh my gosh. I do have to splatter, Rhonda. It's built in me. I don't know. I honestly don't know what it is. It's just part of who I am. Let me give it just a really light. Same as the other. Now let's get our handy dandy new little file. I'm going to get rid of this, take this off and put a new one on after I finish doing all this fun stuff. Just want to do a little bit just before I wax it. This off. I'm going to take these two pieces here. Oh shoot, oh I forgot to wax it first. Why aren't you ladies telling me? Debbie, wax. Oh, I did wax. No, I didn't. Oh, God. I swear, breaking my foot has also broken my head. I'm just going to put some more of this Savannah on. Hi, Val. Splattering is my trademark. So is making stupid mistakes, apparently. We're just going to go right over where I accidentally did that. My sister's coming to visit me soon. I'm so excited. I think she has another week of school. There's another week of school for all the administrators and stuff, right? I am. You know, it's not that I'm too fast, Keiko. It's that I'm talking too much today. Like I'm talking a lot today. Because I miss everybody so much. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Okay. Now again, we're just going to give this a really quick sanding just to smooth it. I like a nice smooth surface when I work. Take off the excess. And then we're going to try this again. Oh, I almost did it again. Are you kidding me? Just want to make sure that I've got it on even. Oh, I'm going to do a really cute candle holder for the group. So I'm really looking forward to doing the candle holder. So I've waxed it. Let me even get my act together now. And now I'm doing the Whispering Wheat. This is a great color. But again, you can use antique white. If you don't have Whispering Wheat. I know, I'm glad I caught myself too, Keiko. I'm trying to use this piece of wax paper that I already had that I started to scrunch up, and then I realized I wanted to do this. Got a little bit more. So I should be able to have the second new one up to you tomorrow, and then the third one by the end of the weekend. These are all Julys, right? So I have the ornament, which is the sled. And then I have the winter one, which is the Santa that I'm doing. And then I have a seasonal one. For those wondering why I didn't do, when do you want to do the Santa piece you showed us? Oh, that'll be in July. The garden shovel I'm going to do, because it is actually a June piece. So I am going to do it and probably post it on my YouTube channel for those that have not signed back up, that they can use a code to watch it. Because it was June. Because if you haven't, if you had only signed up for 6 months and you did not re-sign up, then you won't have access to the group. Most people did sign back up. I think there was just a couple that didn't. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to use the file. This one is taking off more than I want. And I think it's because, oh, I don't mind the edge though. I think I had too much wax on this. So you have to watch how much wax you put on. Because because you can take too much off. I'm gonna add a little bit more whispering wheat to this, because I feel like there might be a little bit too much off. Maybe not by the time I do everything else to it. Do you see how much has come off compared to the sled? So I think I'm going to add a little bit of whispering wheat back on because I think this is too much that's come off. I'm going to dry it and just add a little bit more. I just don't want it too much to be off. This, the top one will be covered mostly by the bow and everything, but this one won't be as much. So I want to get it looking the way I like it. So I want to make sure that that's dry. So if you find you've taken up too much off, just put a little bit back on. I'm just going to let those dry a little bit and then I'm going to sand it. I'm going to put that just up here. All right, let's go back to our sled now. I said already, I'm just going to push this out of the way here. I have this in the way. What is the name of YouTube, of your YouTube? It is called Debbie Mishima. Yeah. Is it Debbie Mishima or Debbie Mishima? I think if you look up either, you can find it. I have starting to put things up on it again. I've been putting the live ones up because I still don't like, I stopped because I didn't like YouTube. I don't like the look of YouTube when you record it. But I do like the live ones. The quality is been so much better. So I have been putting them back up. Okay. Ugh. All right. Now, you have to kind of figure out where you want to put these little darlings. I didn't put them too far. Probably about there. Really lightly sand this again. So just sand or scrape till you get the look that you want. Remember, this is all going to be splattered and all the other good stuff to it. So here. So I'm going to Mod Podge my little snowy on first before I start doing any of the distressing or the stenciling, because the Mod Podge can actually remove some of the distressing. I didn't find it under Debbie Mishima. It might be under, it's Mishima, Dorinda. See if you can find it under that. I'm just going to move this up. Now there are lots of different ones, different snowies. Everybody got a different one, but they all got a snowy. So I have this one. I think think I'll use it. This one was in the package that I did, so I think I'm going to use it. So I just ripped around it. So I ripped around just a little snowy. And again, if you're not a good ripper, you can wet your paper where you want to rip it. I like ripping like this. Just because since I'm not trying to get a really perfect, you know, straight rip or anything, I'm going around things. So just rip around your main piece. Like this. Now this one, I'm going to place it right on where I'm going to put the runner, or really close to it. Or not the runner, this little slatty thing. We're going to call it a slatty thing just for the sake of, you know, everything. So we're going to Mod Podge this on. Oh. I probably Mod Podge on different than a lot of people. But I'm just going to take my Mod Podge. And I'm going to Mod Podge the back. Make sure it's all glued good. Then I'm going to take this, place it on here, and then I have a brayer. I'm hoping my brayer is right here. Oh, it actually is. And I'm going to go over it. Make sure it's nice and flat. There aren't any creases in it. But I have to tell you, I think the creases kind of look cool when you're doing something really old, when you want something to look really old. Make sure that all your ends, good. Just gonna dry that. Make sure as I'm drying it that it's nice and flat. Oh, I have to tell you, so Zara, oh, I am going to distress, but I'm distressing after I do this so that the, what's it called? The Mod Podge does not remove any of the distress ink because it's wet. It'll take away, it'll remove some of the distress ink. So why do it before? I'm just going to do it after. And that way it won't go away. There, and then it's on and it's nice and flat. And then I am going to put that here and this one up here. I'm going to put the stencil on the Let It Snow, and then we're going to come and just start distressing all of this. So everybody would have gotten the 2 stencils. So one is the Let It Snow and the other one is a snowflake. You do not have to use this snowflake one. I kind of like the delicate snowflake stamp set that that a lot of people had bought. So you can use it too. So I'm just going to see, where am I going to put this so I can position Let It Snow where I want it, kind of in the middle here. So I think I'll do Let It Snow just about here. Now when I did it, I stenciled it and frayed burlap. I can find my frayed burlap. This old paper. You have a heart-stopping moment when you think, oh my gosh, I can't find my frayed burlap. Oh, that's old paper. Where's my frayed burlap? I use it for everything. Antique. Just a sec, let me... This is old paper. Where's my frayed burlap? I'll start panicking if I can't find it, because I really, really like my frayed burlap. Do 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 do. Yeah. Frayed burlap. I did not have it out earlier. We know it's probably right in front of my face. So, where is it right in front of my face? Well, if I can't find it, I'm going to use celery green. Well, that is weird. Where is it? I don't know. We're going to have to use celery green, ladies. I'm still looking as I'm going up to find my celery green. I know I'll find it. As soon as class is over, I'll go, oh, there it is, right in front of my face. There's the distress. Well, I tell you guys, did you use it on your last project? No, I didn't. But I did have it out. Oh well. I tell you, ladies, you can use celery green, so that's what we're going to use. So I'm using celery green. I'm going to really work it into my brush. And I'm also just going to pounce this on. My camera's going to... I'm not actually going to not pounce it on, because if I pounce it on, my camera's going to shake like a crazy. So this is celery green. I haven't used celery green. I always use my frayed burlap. Oh, you know what else you can use is oatmeal. Maybe oatmeal would look really good. See, I'm too picky. I'm going to sit there and go, ugh, it's too green. So I think I'm going to come back with oatmeal. See how we do these things, ladies? That sage shadow. Oh, I don't think this one's been opened. Yes, it has. I find that this celery green, I don't know, it's too green. See, I'm not really a fan of it. So I think I'm going to use the same dirty brush, pick up a little bit of oatmeal with the dirty brush. This is how Debbie's mind works. Never mind me. And I'm going to go over this a bit with the oatmeal. See if I like it. Watch, I probably won't like it and I'm going to end up having to... With the frayed burlap distress ink or oxide? I don't know, I have to find it. Where did I put it? I'm still upset. I'm going, where is it? I did use it. See, I didn't even use it on the sled. But I did have it out. I wonder where I did. So I'm just adding a little bit of, just to tone down the green a little bit. Don't you just hate that when you're looking for something and it's like not there? But I do want, it's Black Forest, I want plantation pine. What's that, antique? Midnight green. Oh, I think I did these in alphabetical order. I did. Okay. I'm wondering what old paper. So this is old paper. Let's see what old paper would see. Now I'm trying all this other stuff, right? Do I like this color? This is old paper. I don't think it's going to make any difference. No. Okay, never mind. But I'm going to use plantation pine. Or, oh, I know what I'm going to do. So I want to darken this up along the bottom a little bit. So this is my antiquing wax. So I'm going to just take a little bit of it on the brush and just go along the bottom here. Yeah, I think it looked better with the frayed burlap. If you have frayed burlap, I would use frayed burlap. Let it snow. Now, just another thing. So let it snow, this stencil, as you can see, is curved a little bit like this. Now, if you do not want it curved, you can just turn your stencil to straighten it. But I'm going to use, I've curved this one. So I think I'm going to put this little line under it. And that just will sort of emphasize the curve of it. Go there. So because I did this one curved, I did the other one straight on the other sled. This one I did it curved. So I'm going to put this little line under it, and it just sort of emphasizes that it's supposed to be on a curve. There. And pick up a little bit more of this antiquing wax. And just run it through. Okay. Now I want to just start antiquing this and distressing it. And I use my antiquing wax. If you don't have antiquing wax, use traditional burnt umber because this is actually quite dark. I think it's darker than asphaltum. If you don't have traditional burnt umber, use asphaltum. So I'm going to go around the whole thing in this antiquing wax. And again, you can use traditional burnt umber. And if you don't have it, then you can use asphaltum. I like this traditional burnt umber on it. I'm going to go around where it comes up, where these slats are. I'm going to do it a little darker and bring it up a bit. I just keep going in, picking up some of this antiquing wax. And it's from, where did I say? It was from Country Chic. Where did you get yours, Deanna? Because you said you got some of this antiquing wax. Where did you get yours? I got it from a store here. But I know you didn't get it from here. I also like to kind of take my fingers sometimes and just kind of give an edge to it so that I don't come in too far. Just kind of gives it a little bit. Oh, you got yours from Amazon? Okay, ladies, you can get it from Amazon. This is what it looks like. Country Chic Antiquing Wax. I will take a picture of it and put it up in the group. I really like this. Oh, Deanna got it from a quilting store. Keiko got hers from Amazon. So you can get it in the States. Is it the same? Is it the Country Chic? Because I know there are lots of different ones. And I really am going around the whole thing with this. And just see where you might want to add a little bit more. Any of the edges there. And then I actually brought some of it in. Just rubbed a little bit here and there. You don't need too much. And then, so I'm just trying to think if I use, so do you see how this edge looks like this? Well, I don't want it to stand out like that. So I actually think I use afraid burlap, which has escaped me right now. So I'm going to go around this edge. Now this is called old paper. So I'm going to try old paper because I can't find my burlap. And you know what? The old paper looks really good. So I'm okay with that then. But I just want to kind of get rid of this white. And I'm bringing it into the paper so it doesn't look so like it doesn't belong. So I want to bring some of this green in. Now I'm pressing extra hard on this because I want this green to blend in a little bit more. Not too worried about the bottom because the slatty thing, that's the new word of the day, the slatty thing. Now I'm also going to bring a little bit of this onto the snowy a bit. And then just kind of blend it up and out. Okay. I also want to distress these little darlings. And I'm going to do it the same way. And this is with the antiquing wax. I'm going to go around the edges. Oh, I was straightening up my craft room yesterday. And I have to tell you that I lifted up a box. And inside the box was the biggest freaking spider. It was like this big. It was like this big. I'm like, oh my God. So I carefully lifted up the box and took it outside and put it outside. Dumped the little spider out. He seemed quite happy that I didn't kill him, which was my first thought. And I'm not really afraid of spiders, but we get black widows here. I actually found a couple in our garage, which is a little disconcerting. I have to tell my husband every time he goes in, watch out for the black widows. And it's always the same time of year we get them, which is late spring for some reason. They say they're really not, wouldn't really normally die from a black widow bite unless you are allergic to it. Like you can be allergic to it like you are a bee sting. Who knew? There. Now I'm just going to see if I can sand these just a little bit more, just to get that look that I like. But I still think I put too much wax on it. So if you put too much wax on it, you might not get the exact look that you want. However, I'm going to be splattering this, ladies. So it's okay. I'm going to be doing wood kit only for these sleds too. These big sleds, I did them for the little, but I'm going to be doing them for the big too. For those that want just the wood only. Okay. Yeah, you can see this green is not the same. I do prefer the frayed burlap, which I'm probably going to look for, and I probably will redo this when I'll go over this with the frayed burlap. But yeah, I wonder where it is. Kind of ticks me off that I can't find it. Anyway, I will find it. I'm going to glue these. Actually, I think I'll do the snowflakes and the splattering first. Let me get the ones that I was thinking of. Time I get up, I'm looking for the frayed burlap. Anyway, so if you have this stencil, this is the little delicate stencil. Most of you did buy this. You can use this one, or you can use the one that I gave you with the kit. It's totally up to you. I think I'm going to use this one today. And I'm going to start with bleached sand. I find it's just makes a softer snowflake, and I didn't really want it to, you know, scream white, because I'm going to be putting snow tech on it and splattering with snow tech, and I wanted that to show up a little bit more. I think I'm going to put just down here. So this is bleached sand, and I'm going to do my snowflakes and again in bleached sand. And I have put on quite a bit on the snowmen too. And it sort of just really helped him blend all in. I really like that one. I think I'll use Chris's. This is Chris's stencil brush. So I'm going to use it. And do another one up here. And you can use as many or as little as you want. And if you might not like the bleached sand, you may like the white better. I mean, use it. I don't, does not matter to you. Everybody has a different preference, right? Because this is kind of a rustic sled, I prefer the rustic-y, kind of snowies. The rustic-y looking snowflakes. And again, put as many or as few as you want. If you find you made them screwed up somewhere, as we can all do that every once in a while, then put a snowflake there. I'm not going to put any over the Let It Snow because I think I'm going to end up redoing it with the frayed burlap when I find it. You don't have to go too crazy up too high because the bow actually covers quite a bit. And let's do a little bit over here. Don't have to go too crazy too high. Do some below here. Oh, I know I moved that stencil just a tad. So let's get that back there. I don't know if you can tell, but see this green? The green just doesn't look right. Wasn't a brown recluse, was it? They are nasty bite causing. I know it was really big and it was brown, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't a brown recluse. I kept looking at it to see. Not that it bit me, but. Okay, you probably can't tell, but I don't like this green. I just don't think it looks right. That's just me. I'm going to glue these on. I may have to stick a pin in it. Stick a pin in it. Love this glue. Best glue. So I'm going to stick it just on the bottom of our little snowy. Make sure it's even. Then just up here, about here. Oh, you see my head? That my gray hair? How does that? Scary looking, isn't it? Okay. I think like that. Want those to dry really good. And just while it's drying, I'm going to splatter this with Snow Tack. I actually do know where it is, and I do have it. Now remember, to splatter the Snow Tack, you do have to have your toothbrush damp. Not wet, but just a little damp, and it'll help pick it up. I think I need a little bit damper. You can always tell because it won't splatter very well if it isn't damp enough. There. That's better. The damper your brush, kind of the bigger your flecks are going to be. Just going to pick that out. If you get a big piece like I did right here, you can usually scoop it up. Get a little bigger. Now, I'm not going to do too much right here because I think I'm going to change that when I find my frayed burlap, that color. Please, Lord, let me find my frayed burlap. Now, how's this on? See, these are already really stuck on good. Just want to lift this little guy out if I can. He's quite big there. A little bit too big, I think. So again, if you find you've splattered a big one on, you can just remove it with a little Q-tip and just dampen the end a bit. Now I'm going to take my Snow Tack. I'm doing all this before I do the bow. Up. Add some snow. See, this green is still really bugging me. Okay, so if you do not have the frayed burlap distress, I think it's distress oxide. I'll have to look, but I think it is. Pardon me. If you do not have it, thinking maybe a different color would work better than celery green. Trying to think what color though. Kind of, yeah. Wondering if like a plantation pine, just really light on it, would work better. I'm gonna have to think about that, ladies, because I don't really like the celery green. I like to put it down the side of the sled. Two. I'm not talking as much because I'm trying to concentrate so I don't screw up. There, I think that is all I'm going to do right now. I'll wait and see if I have to add any a little bit later. Okay, so I'm just going to put that to the side. And I'm going to grab one of the really big tags while I'm here. Tags. That's a little tag. I think I want a big one. Ouch. I get up and walk around and then I go, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to walk. I do that all the time. Oh yeah, don't walk. Don't walk. So it's a really big stamp. You can see here. I am going to, I don't remember what I said in the instructions. Who has the instructions there, ladies? What color did I say to do this? Did I say desert sand? Looks desert sandy to me. Can someone check the instructions? I think it's desert sand. I could be wrong. It is. Thanks, Keiko. I thought so. I thought it was. It's still just upset me because I can't find my free burlap. I still can't stop thinking about it. I will obsess about this now. I'm an obsessor. So yeah. Especially when I know I'm going to find it as soon as the lesson's over. I'm going to base coat this in desert sand. Dry it off. It is the best glue, Rhonda, I agree. I absolutely love that glue. It like dries almost instantaneously. How can you not love it, right? Now, if you dry your tags after you have painted them, they might start to bend. I always just kind of bend them in the opposite way as I'm drying them if they start to bend, so that they end up being pretty much flat. And then I'm going to take my antiquing wax again. I'm going to go around the outside. Now you have two choices. You can leave it like this and distress it, or you can take a pair of scissors like this and just scrape up these ends. It kind of roughs them up and just makes them look a little bit older. Or you can use the sanding block and sand them. I kind of like the look with these scissors. Then I'm just going to go around the edges. There. Just really kind of dirty that up. And I just kind of take my finger and rub it along that edge when I've done the antiquing wax on these tags. Now it looks like that. And then you can, to write, oh, the weather outside is frightful. I mean, really, you can take anything. You can print anything you want on, and you can really use any of the distress inks that you want. And if you don't have the distress inks, I would just use Asphaltum. I think I'm going to use the Vintage Photo. Do you guys want to? I paint both sides and they come out flat. Yeah, you can. I normally paint both sides also, but for time tonight, I'm not going to. But yeah, you guys should. Where's my... So I did, oh, the weather outside is frightful. So I'm actually just going to, well, no, actually I should probably do it all. I'm going to do, oh, and you can do anything you want. You may have another saying that you think is really cute. I just thought that, oh, the weather outside is frightful went really well with the snow theme here. And if you want, I didn't try it on this one, but I bet you the clickable stamps will work really good on this. Oh, the W-E. Good thing I'm a good speller. A. I really should make these shorter when I'm doing lessons. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but inside it's so delightful. My husband knew I was sitting in here singing. He would come down and say, Deb, don't ever do that again. The weather. Again, I like this saying. You can do any one you want. Weather out. Do you guys have any other sayings that you think would look really good on this? Oh, the weather outside. Is frightful. I don't know why I made this so long. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? Oh, that's a really good one, Deanna. I like that. See, so you don't have to do exactly what I do. Do your own thing. That eye's a little off kilter, isn't it? So, I'm just going to dip a Q-tip in a little bit of water. I'm going to remove that eye. H T F. Where's my U? Where's my U? Where's my U? Full. I have an L somewhere. Here we are. There. So, oh, the weather outside is frightful. And then I took my stencil and I just stenciled on these little snowflakes. And I did the same thing. I used bleach sand for this. Let's do a little one over here. There. And then it's just splattered with the Snow Tack. Grab my little splatterer. And I tell you one thing about splattering with Snow Tack is because your brush is a little bit damp, every time you dip in your brush into the Snow Tack, I think a little bit of the water kind of remains behind the moisture, and so your Snow Tack doesn't dry out. I did use Vintage Photo. Thank you, Deanna. But again, you can use any color. You might think that you think you have a color that you prefer. Go ahead and use it. So, as you all know, Zara was here visiting, right? 3 weeks. We had little Zara here. So, I was talking to Jade and Zara, because we talk every day. She FaceTimes me, Zara, me and Ross. So today and yesterday, you know what she did? She has a little kitchen at home, her little play kitchen. It has an oven and everything. She takes the phone from her mom. She says, bye-bye. She puts this in the oven, the phone in the oven, and closes it. And we're like, hello, Zara. You can hear her going, bye-bye, bye-bye. It's like, what are you doing? That's so mean. Doing that to Nana and Papa. But she just kept taking the phone away all the time from her mom and going, bye-bye, and putting us in the oven. Like, couldn't believe it, little monkey. Cutest little thing, though. I'm just going to put this string back in. Okay, now, where's our sled? It's coming together so nicely. I gave everybody snowflakes. And instead of having little nails, I did little snowflakes instead of the nails because I thought they looked better. And I just took some asphaltum. Oh, this must be new asphaltum. Let's see if that's mixed a bit better. Poke a hole. My asphaltum is acting up. Wonder why. Oh, I have to get a different one. This one isn't not working the way it's supposed to. Here, I'll use this one. Oh yeah, this one works good. This one works real good. I'm going to take a sponge because this will keep the edges dark. Pick up a little bit of asphaltum. Now you can lay this on tape so that you don't get your fingers all dirty. Would it really be me if I didn't have dirty fingers? And then I'm just going to glue these on. I'm going to glue these on though with the glue gun. Oops, I don't want quite that much. I'm going to put them, glue them You can see right where the slats are. I'm going to glue them right there. And same thing at the bottom. Okay, and then just a little bit of snow tack. On them. There. Okay. This was a longer class tonight, isn't it, ladies? Okay. Now we're going to rest up these bells, do the berries, make the bow. So not too much longer. So I usually just hold them by the end here. And when I rest them, I like to use the sponge. And I'm just going to sponge them all black. I love coloring the bells. Oops. Again, you can probably put these on a piece of double-sided tape. I like to hold them, and then I can get all the way under them. So we're going to use the rusting technique. I'm going to use black, burnt umber, and raw sienna. I'm going to dry these off. Has Jay been reading Hansel and Gretel? You know, I don't know what it is, but we just kill ourselves laughing when she does that. It's like, what do you mean bye-bye and we're in the oven? It's like a game she plays, right? I think I'm going to just add a little bit more. I like this black coat to be on there quite good. The little sled ornament that we have, it has, like I said, 5 different layers on it. Black, burnt umber, raw sienna, wax, red, and then green. All that to make one little sled. So you can take any color jingle bell that you have and make it any color that you want. These silver ones work great. To make them any color you want. Okay. Then I'm going to take burnt umber. See? And you can see I'm just kind of doing it here and there. I'm not worried about the whole thing being covered completely. Want a little bit of that black to show through. Just like that. So I'm going to see if you can see this. So you want some of the black to show through. And then I'm going to get raw sienna. Find it. Yes, I could have been more organized today, ladies. I know. But I really was trying to get the Santa done. So I was trying to get everything together. How sad is that? During the social time. Now I'm going to use the same dirty brush, and I'm just going to pick up some raw sienna, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to pounce a little bit of raw sienna on it. And I want some of the burnt umber to show through. And now they look all rusty. It's such an easy technique to rust your things. To rust your things, ladies. Rust your things. Got a couple more little blobs of this raw sienna. Just in a couple places. Okay, I'm just going to put that there. Now you can use Heritage Brick or you can use Rookwood Red. I think I'm going to use Heritage Brick. And I'm going to do the same thing to these berries. I'm just going to, so everybody got 3 of them. I leave them on the stems when I paint them because it's easier. So take these, take your sponge, clean sponge, and I just tap this on. And it takes away that really bright, shiny red of the berries, which I don't really like. And I just make sure it's all on there. And then I'll dry it, and I'll probably do it one more time just if there's any too much of the shiny showing through. I don't mind a little bit, but not too much. Just want to take away that. These will be popular at the craft fairs this year. What's that? The sleds? I think they're going to be very popular. I'm going to make a whole bunch of them. Different. I'll make them each one a little different. I think the little sled ornaments are going to be very popular too. So I'm just making sure that my red is dulled. Sleds, I think the sleds are going to be really super popular. So if you want to make sleds for the craft fair and you have your own decorations for it, you can just pick up the wood kits from my website. Okay, I'm just going to put that right over there. The bells and the tag is right there. Now, I'm just going to make this bow. And I'm going to be really good. And I'm going to put my thread through. And it's really not that difficult of a bow. I didn't go too crazy big with it. I wanted it to be a little bit more rustic-y. So I took Excelsior. Everybody got Excelsior. And when you take it, it's being kind of shoved in the package. Just open it up like this. Spread it out like this. Crunch it down in the middle like this. And then I just fluff it up like that. Now, let's see what order I did this in. Oh, I did red, white, and green. All right. And I did a double looper, I think. Might even have done. I'm gonna look. I like to push it down. Make this just a little bit bigger, that loop, like that. Okay, and then the white. I like to make the second fabric or layer. Look at you remembering the string. I know I'm getting really good, Deanna, except I still can't find my braid burlap. And so this white, these loops are going to be just a tiny bit smaller than the red and white ones. And then, there's a green. I think I did a green. Oh, this green, the plain Jane green. I want to see if I did. Yes, okay. So the green ones, I did not do a loop. I just let it hang down like this. And these will, of course, be trimmed. Then I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do a 4-looper. So I'm using one of the kits that I made up, so you can see everybody has lots of fabric. I'm going to tie this. try and push that down as straight as I can to flatten it out a bit. Let's trim this off. And I'm going to take this, and it gets positioned about here. Like this. So let's glue this down. When I was over at Deb's today, she was getting her above ground pool installed. She was very excited. This is all going to be trimmed, in case you're wondering why it looks kind of cruddy. It will all be trimmed. And this is all going to be splattered with Snow Tech. This is absolutely adorable. Thank you, Debbie. Enjoy the class and learn some more tips. I like the wet toothbrush and Snow Tech. My Snow Tech always dries up. Thank you again. I've got to go. Bye, Dorinda. Did you coffee dye the green? No, it comes like this. So if you ordered it in your kit, the sled, you will have this, and you can see that that's the way it comes. Isn't it neat? It's a special one from them. That I have another green and white one, but it's very white. I'm just going to cut this, you can see. Now I think some of these are a little bit too wide. I'm going to rip this up a bit, just so it's not so heavy. I want it to fall a little bit more raggedy. And same with the white. I'm going to rip it. Now you don't have to rip yours. I just thought it looked a little bit too heavy there. And I like to fray these ends. I just take my fingernail and kind of pull on them, and it frays them so that it's not so clean cut looking when everything else is kind of frayed and messy. So just go along, pull them like that. And then we have our cheesecloth. You know, I do this every time. I always want to say unbleached cotton. I know it's not unbleached cotton. We all know I know it's all not unbleached cotton, but my mouth wants to say it every single time. I'm going to make just a little kind of gather in here that I'll end up just kind of all pulling apart up here. Be twisted a little bit. I'm going to cut that and then just kind of pull on it and rip it a bit. And then we're going to glue our 3 little bells in there. Let me get another glue stick though. a couple of these things down or we're going to end up with an awful mess. So I'm going to just glue these 3 bells into the middle. I'm going to do 2 of them like that. And I'm going to take this tag, and this is where the 3rd one is going to be glued in. About like that. Don't you love it when it all starts coming together? Still think that might be a little bit too long. It's going to take it, rip it a bit. Kind of mess it up. And then I have the berries. So I have 3 berries. And I stuck them in over here. And you can really put them anywhere you want. I just thought I'd just have them kind of coming out the side here. Oops, in you go. And then this is the 3rd one, just like that. And then I didn't send you with any of this. But I'm going to take a little bit of, Sweet Annie. And I'm going to glue it in. I love the look of Sweet Annie on these. To me, it just kind of completes the rustiness. The rusticness. So if you have Sweet Annie, put it in. I did put Sweet Annie in the kit with the shovel. There, doesn't that Sweet Annie look nice in there? So that you guys can add it into the little kind of pocket that says garden. And that's the only one that I did add some Sweet Annie to. Whoopsies. Stay there. Do many of you have Sweet Annie? Curious as to how many people put it in their craft when they make it. Okay. Now the only thing left to do so this is the rope. Trying to think. How did I get it in here? Because this is really thick rope. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, so the rope is too thick to go through the hole. So you can either make your holes bigger if you want, or make a loop like this, tie it, And then you can cut this off at the end. And do that on both ends. Well, let's do one first. And then I literally just glued it on over the hole. Decided how long I wanted this to be. It's just, it's not going to go through the hole, so I did glue it. And I tell you, I've been swinging this other one around, so I know it stays on. I have Sweet Annie, love it. Yes. Does it smell sweet or spicy? It smells sweet. I just love it. I think Sweet Annie is just fabulous to have. So I'm going to make another loop here. I'd make it a little bit shorter. Gonna cut it so you can, the rope that I give you, you can make as long or as short as you want. So I'm just gonna glue this on. Like that. And then I did my final splattering because I wanted all this bow to be splattered. So I wanted this fabric to all look like it had a little dusting of snow on it. Also the Sweet Annie. And then just as a final touch, if you like, take your little palette knife. I think I want a littler one. I'll use this one. A little bit of Snow Tack. And you can do it just along the edge of this tag. There. And that's all there is. This was a 2-hour class, but this is the sled. And I just think it is so cute. I'm going to do this. Try and get this, making everybody seasick. Okay, hi. I'm just going to show you this now that it's all done. And actually the green looks fine now that I've done this. But here is this sled. Oh, I think I can bring this up. Isn't it just absolutely adorable? I think it turned out so cute. Just a little bit more to the side. I might glue that so it just goes a little bit more to the side. I'll see. But there. So cute, these sleds. And like Deanna said, I think they're going to be huge sellers at the craft fair. So I'm going to make several, and I think I'll do them in different colors. You can do, I mean, there's always things you can do. You can, if you want, on the tag here, you can add a little wooden snowflake or a little wooden button. I mean, you know, you can always do your own little thing to it too. But yeah, there's the sled. I hope you guys all liked this class. I love this sled. I think it turned out so adorable. The sled ornament is completely different. It is actually nothing. We did the back, everything is just completely different on it. So yeah, I can't wait to show you this one. This is going to be in July. Thank you, Keiko. Yeah, I really like this. I just think it's turned out so flipping adorable. If you have any questions, make sure you message me, text me, whatever. I'll put up the wood only kits today, and then or this evening, and then so that people, if they want it, they can get it. And this includes the main sleigh, the two. I can turn this. Be the main sled, these two slats, the little snowflakes. I think that's pretty much it. That is the wood pieces. So I'll put that up, and then people can just purchase it if they want to. Have a great evening, everybody. I should have, thanks Rhonda, I should have our new one up tomorrow, another one up tomorrow, and the next day or Saturday or Sunday, I'll have the third one up. Then people can order and I can get them all out next week so that you will all have them for the first lesson. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a great day. Look after yourselves. Those that are going through the heat dome, stay cool. Those that are cool, I hope you get some nice weather soon. Talk to you later. Bye.